Adoptable dogs. Every year, the Best Friends Animal Society helps cats and dogs who are stuck in animal shelters find homes.
Bill Clinton is a rapist.
But I think one of the things that we really need to be looking at in this debate is that Bill Clinton is a rapist. Infowars.com. Bill Clinton's a rapist. Bill Clinton is a rapist.
And I got this Hillary for Prison t-shirt, and I just want everyone to know about this big presidential campaign that Bill Clinton is a rapist. Infowars.com.
Okay, thank you very much, Terrence.
Make sure everybody gets a chance to participate. How can we help families succeed in the most important job of any society, raising children and succeed at work? How can we live together with all of our diversity?
He doesn't age.
No, he doesn't. He looks great. We're all going to rickroll.
Exactly. A lot to get to in the...
Nobody can dispute the fact
That you're a rapist.
that we need...
Bill Clinton is a rapist.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta feel sorry for him.
Holding up the PDFs of the rape.
So we're trying to make it up. Give me my hand.
These are great patriots. These guys are great patriots.
And the word out of Trump Tower, New York is
Bill Clinton is a rapist.
the Donald wasn't too happy. The Donald was not too happy about what Mike Pence did, right? Yeah, so So if you add that to a bunch of things, Donald Trump was horrible at his debate, and Hillary was great. And then
This guy definitely is the most hardcore of all of them. The guy that did it first in New York, a little scared to come on, all this other stuff's going on. But I got to tell you, I think this guy is the most bold, and I appreciate Richard Jarrett joining us. A little bit about Richard Jarrett. He's been a congressional district elected delegate, Democratic National Convention, Chicago, Illinois, in '96, staff, Chicago Democratic Party, and a bunch of other executive director, El Paso County Democratic, Colorado Springs. I'm not going to go over his whole bio, but he's been elected national DNC committee person. That's a big deal. National delegate. I mean, he's been what I'd call mid-level Democratic Party, maybe even upper middle level. National delegate, Democratic National Convention. It goes on and on. So this is a guy who, I said, where are all the real liberals that were against Bush and wars and all this evil? I mean, Hillary is worse, probably. And so, and I was against Bush. I mean, I'm a libertarian. Trump's kind of like a liberal. If you really get down to it, he's just not crazy. And some conservatives actually have a real issue on some points with him. I told you he didn't claim to be some angel. So I want to ask Richard Jarrett. I've never talked to him yet. Appreciate him coming on. 5,000 in the mail, brother. Great job. Why'd you do this? Where do you see this world going? And then in a moment, we're going to play the clip for folks that have missed it.
Well, Alex, thanks for having me. You know, I spent 20 years being sick of the Clinton crime family, and I have had enough. So I ordered this Clinton rape shirt. I went down and registered to vote for the first time since '96 after I saw all the disgusting things that I saw at that national convention with Bill Clinton in a closed-door meeting on Friday, August 30th. And after that, I went down to the Hillary headquarters, got some buttons on. I went down to the outlet, got a nice shirt to put over my rape shirt, got into the meeting. That brunette that took that other video, you know, that you said that was the wife, actually, she wouldn't even talk to me because I was some stinking liberal. So
I mean, I was just guessing she was your wife or girlfriend. Because she,
No. I tried to talk to her because she was like, you know, she worked in the medical field. And she wouldn't even talk to me because I would look, you know, she was like, I ain't talking to no liberal, you know?
See, we should talk to liberals and wake them up, yeah.
Yeah, but so anyway, so all that video she shot was all coincidental. And that whole thing about when Creepy Kane goes, well, you know, from Trump Tower, and then I go, Bill Clinton's a rapist, all that was going with what God gives you. And I was going with what God gives me and just going for it. going all the way. And that's what you got to do. You go register the vote, then you get out there and mix it up.
Well, I'll tell you, it was powerful with the other guys. Have you seen the new clip where Bill Clinton's also on the trail? And he says, and I'll tell you the whole secret of it. They go, yeah, you're a rapist. I mean, it's getting, I mean, so you were a Democrat earlier on. I could see how back in the 90s it would seem more reasonable because things weren't as clear then, and probably the Republicans are bad as well. But you saw a bunch of stuff that really woke you up. I want to interview you later in the week for a full 30 minutes or so to get into that background and what woke you up and what happened in those secret meetings, you know, where the sausage is actually being made. But what do you make overall of this campaign and where this is going?
Well, we got to get out there and tell these young people, right, that Bill Clinton is a rapist, a sexual predator, and one of the nastiest individuals on this planet. The things I saw at a closed-door meeting the day after his nomination speech in 1996 on Friday was absolutely disgusting.
Since you bring it up, let's talk about some of what you witnessed as a delegate, national delegate.
Well, the first thing I witnessed was on Monday or Tuesday when Hillary Clinton had a special video shoot. She was outside the United Center, and all the convention delegates were inside. And she goes, "Hi, this is Hillary. I can't wait to see you guys. I'm so excited to be here in Chicago. I'll see you really soon." And then she snapped. She snapped into a bipolar rage, and she goes, "Take this effing mic," and threw it right at the cameraman's face. And then the whole crowd went, shh, and they covered it up. It doesn't exist anywhere, you know? Then on Friday, the worst thing I ever saw was Bill Clinton. And matter of fact, all the people are right here. They're right here. You know, mainstream media, if you want to interview all these people, they're here in this book. The Delegates and Alternatives to the Democratic National Convention in 1996. It's really easy to access. You know, we can start with the executive committee, all those women that he groped and all these people on these rules committee and everything else. But anyway, I want to make a special appeal to someone that has given his life to civil rights. I was standing next to the Reverend Jesse Jackson, and there was a lady in a wheelchair, and she was like stuck, and she couldn't get through the line because people wouldn't let her. And so the Reverend Jackson moved these people out of the way, put her in front of the receiving line. And he said something I'll never forget. He said, "Watch his hands. Watch his hands." And he was up there in his closed door meeting with the media, groping, touching, fondling all these women. And everybody's just like, yay.
Who was?
Bill Clinton.
Have you seen the videos of Joe Biden with little girls on TV, grabbing him, kissing him, telling him he wants to date him? Rob did a video on this. I've never seen it. It blew me away. I didn't know he does this on TV.
I'll tell you what, man. This is the bottom line. From the time the time Dick Morris went down in that tabloid and he had to resign, and then to the time that Matt Drudge brought out Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton was a serial sexual predator.
And to be clear, you heard Jesse Jackson. I've talked to folks that know him, despite the fact the stuff he does and all the women, these women he takes care of, adult women. He's had a few kids out of wedlock. I've heard he's pretty nice to people behind the scenes, though. Now, you saying that's what you saw? He said, watch Bill Clinton's hands?
He told a woman in a wheelchair, watch his hands. And I was like, what? And then the person that invited me, right? The person invited me, we just sat there and watched in horror about how the hell is this guy like grabbing all these women? Like he was like grabbing deep into like their deep down and just grabbing everything.
Well, there's video of him grabbing stewardesses, everything else. Reportedly, Clinton has sex with 10 women a day.
This was unbelievable. It was August 30th. It was at a DNC committee person.
So how does this compare to Trump? Because I admit I don't like the way it sounds. But you can hear it's edited, too. They're on a bus. He doesn't know it's being recorded. 11 years ago, he's joking about, these girls will let you grab their such and such because you're famous. He didn't say I'm grabbing, and he says they let you. I mean, okay, it's a little uncouth. We know we're not electing a saint here. He's never said he is. But we've never had allegations. What do you make of that?
Well, all I know is that I heard on Fox News earlier that it's not about his jokes. It's about his, talking about his talking about him making a sexual, talking about doing a sexual act, being a sexual, doing a sexual assault. Him talking about it. Bill Clinton has done it over and over and over and over and over.
Settled it.
And they all cover it. They cover everything up. They cover it all. And they've been covering up for these people since day one. The mainstream media covers up since day one. They do anything they want. I'm going to tell you something what happened to me afterwards when they took me in the back of that room at that Carpenters Union. Okay, the Carpenters, were pissed. All right, they had a security detail. And you know what? They said you're trespassed. I got roughed up a little bit. That's all cool, man. We're in Vegas. That's how it works here, right? But they had that bald guy with the black suit on. That's to the left of me in the video, like ripping my arm up. He kept punching into me, ripping my arm, and then it was right out of the Matrix, Alex, right out of the Matrix. And he goes, "I'd watch out. We can do anything to you anytime we want."
Yeah, until we decide to do something to him. That's what these guys are going to find out. Wow, I tell you, Richard Jarrett, I want to get you up for a full 30 minutes an hour this week. This is amazing. I want to play a clip here and then come back when you have a final comment, because I'm going to get the other crew in here in the next 45 minutes before the debate kicks off, and they're going to be on afterwards with analysis. But the Clintons are so maniacal and so evil. I had them kick me off local radio, which is very popular. I was told quit talking about the Clintons. When I didn't, I got fired. Then I got physically beat up and attacked. And then when they were hitting me in the face, thugs, they're saying, shut up about the effing Clintons or you're dead. Imagine once they get power again, and like you said, Secret Service agents, I've had 2 of them on, FBI agent. Hillary beats him with ashtrays, screams. I talked to security detail from the State Department, Blackwater, about what she would do in Iraq. It's the same damn crap. But they said she would get in like an hour-long car ride and go into a trance. They said it was like she wasn't human. Then I talked to other contractors, and they said, how do you know that? And I said, well, I was told that. This woman's not normal, is what I'm saying. I mean, there's something weird. And where she'll be, she has to be nice, she has to be mean. She'll be like with a group of kids at the White House. Oh, sweetie, oh, I love you. And when she closes the door, she'll go, just start, and you're saying you saw that.
It was in the entire convention, man. I mean, they showed the feed at the United Center on all the TV screens, right? And she goes, this is Hillary. I'm outside and I can't wait to see everybody. I'll be in really soon. And then she thought the feed was cut. And she goes, take this effing mic, and threw it right at the guy's face. And the whole crowd just shut up for like 10 minutes.
Oh, I've talked to Secret Service. They've been on air, and they'll say, she'll just for no reason go, don't you ever look at me in the eyes, you filth. You and your family are nothing. You're nothing like me. You know who I am. And they'll have a security detail sweeping her deal for bombs in the green zone. Man, we've got to sweep it in there. You pieces of filth. You know what? Get that dog out of here. I don't want to. I will have you written up and removed. And she'll scream for an hour, and then they go, and then they'll apologize. They'll go, oh, sir, it happens all the time. I mean, she is psycho, man.
Yeah, she's a bipolar maniac bitch.